So, hi guys, welcome back, and this video would be kind of about language learning, goal setting, goal achieving or probably not achieving, specifically with my French. So, let's get started. I can't say that my language goals for 2019 was like super ambitious. In the beginning of the year I thought it was quite achievable, but of course life happens and probably I always forget to think about the fact that I have a bunch of hobbies, and when I set goals like for each one of them it's like looks fine, but in the end I realized that I don't have enough time to do everything. So maybe that's the reason, but yeah, I can say that I've achieved a lot of stuff. I've set up for 2019 all of my languages, so we are fine, we're gonna be fine, yeah. So it was the beginning of December, and like, suddenly the realization just hit me that the year is ending and I basically didn't achieve anything. Not like anything, I mean, I worked on some of my goals, and but yeah, the checklist doesn't look great. So I looked at it and I thought, yeah, let's just try to put all our energy and achieve at least, just cross like at least something out of this list. So I decided that I want to finish a textbook. It's yellow one. I had it like for years and I don't really like it, like, to be honest. I think it's not really good structured, it has mistakes, but I had it and it has some good info, so I decided let's just finish it and don't think about it ever again. So basically what I did, I made a list of all the topics, not only the stuff I haven't studied from this book, but also stuff I wanted to review and made notes for in my notebook. So it was the list, and in total it was, I think, 12 topics. I guess somehow I calculated that it will fit within like 10 study sessions, and this is just like if I would do 1 hour of studying grammar 10 times within a month. Also I wanted to like watch a video in French and practice writing for 30 minutes, which is quite a lot for like one study session, almost like 2 hours. It was a bad idea. So what I did, I didn't went through the list in order of the lessons in the textbook. However, I put together like small topics. It wasn't always in grammar. So I just put together some topics and I marked the number of the lessons in my textbook. And also, yeah, Google some stuff and like just use the good old internet to study some things. But it was a goal, 10 study sessions. And well, then there's the issues that with my uni study and with my job I don't have a really super strict schedule. So let's say I will need to be in certain place in like 9, and I think it made me a bit lazy in terms of I don't like have a strict schedule, and I forgot how to follow a strict schedule, so it wasn't good. But I decided like let's organize myself a little bit and like made a schedule finally, at least just for my studies. So the question was when I'm gonna study. So the option was in the morning, and it was kind of okay because I can wake up. Because I don't have strict work schedule, I'll go to work later if I don't have enough time to study. For example, I'm like woke up like a little bit late. Not a little bit late usually, but yeah. I'm a super night owl, and minuses was like, yeah, I'm a night owl, so I usually wake up late, and if I would like study for 2 hours and then go to work, it would be insane. Another option kind of was study in the afternoon, so when I have, for example, dinner break, that make it longer as study. But in my office I don't have a nice place to go like study. We have a restroom, but usually it's super noisy, like someone playing like video games and like or something, or eating or talking, and like it's no ways that I will have a quiet place to study. And I can't study at my workplace because like some people are already like too loud or too questionable about the fact that I'm also learning French on top of learning English. Like, and I not like disgusted or anything. Like they just saw randomly that I have Google Translate set from French to Russian, something like that. And suddenly they have too many questions and too many opinions about it. So I don't really want to study at work, and in other stuff we don't really have nice cafes or stuff like that nearby, so I could like grab my textbook and walk for 5 like 10 minutes and sit somewhere and study. It would take me like another maybe hour to get somewhere and come back, and I thought like that's not nice, so I don't want to do this. Sometimes I push back my lunchtime if I'm super concentrated on some task and I want to finish it. Like I make a push it like hour late, 2 hours late, so it still would be pretty inconsistent, and I don't want to break my working day like 6 hours plus like a dinner and study and like next 2 hours of work. I think it's not, it don't sounds really great. Yeah. And another option was studying in the evening. However, again, with my really flexible schedule, it could be super late sometimes, when, especially when I'm overworked and I'm working extra hours. Sometimes it just happens and I come home like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. and I need to have dinner, and there is no chance that I'm gonna study for 2 hours and study hard. So this was an issue, and I understood that I couldn't study just on the weekends, especially because I go to my parents' home like usually every 2 weeks, and like let's be honest, I don't really have an like nice quiet place to study here either. So the kind of working days was like the main option. So what I decided, like Tuesday, Thursdays, occasionally Sundays in the morning, which was questionable decision now that I'm looking at it, but at the moment I thought it would be the best option. However, so what happened? In the beginning it was quite okay. I even watched really watched some videos. I didn't practice writing at all using that math, like at all. But I was studying grammar, but yeah. I was waking up late and I'm thinking like I'm like already wake up late. If I will study for 2 hours I'll be at work and like 12. Like I don't want this. So I didn't study it as much as I thought I would be, and then I was sick. I still like pretty sick, let's be honest, but I was super sick at this moment, and like my well thought schedule just fell apart. Yeah. And then when I was at work, it was like some holidays and stuff, so I almost didn't study it since like the middle of December, which means that I finished, according to my list, like 3.5, let's say, topics from 12. And yeah, obviously I didn't finish the textbook, so that's a fail. But at least I reviewed something, made some notes, so that's good. And another stuff that I learned that I'm not good at studying in the morning, so I guess for this month I will either go to for like making smaller study sessions, so an hour it's maximum. So for example, I have like 1 hour grammar session on one day, and then practice like long practice for writing for like an hour another day, or probably make it even smaller, like 45 minutes. I think it's probably like the good amount of time, so will be in the flow and concentrated, but not too much, so it will like completely destroy my time. So I think that's the idea, and maybe I should try to actually study something in you know, in the evenings or in the afternoon. I mean, I don't think I could like study with a textbook and make notes at work, but I think I could practice writing, for example, just use online dictionary and like try to write a couple of sentences in the language. I think it's doable within a lunch break, so I'm gonna try it in January. We'll see. Another moment, how I was organizing all this crap. So mainly like for my organization purpose, I use bullet journal, but I've noticed that I usually like open it like in the midday a couple of times, and I usually don't touch it on like in the morning or in the afternoon. So I've decided it's not a good way for myself to remind myself that I need to study. So what I did, but yes, for the first time in my life, like no, not actually, but like almost, I specifically used Google Calendar. Honestly, I know it's like weird, but in uni we used like separate app for our classes, and I never ever used it for organizing myself, because I had the bullet journal. Before that I didn't need like that, because like for uni school I had a preset schedule for me. But yes, I've decided to try it. So it will show me a notification and reminding me that I actually need to study. So I've put all my study sessions in here. I think at first I put it on like, I don't know, 7 a.m. or something, which is, you know, normally like on the weekend when I don't need to go anywhere. I usually wake up like at 11 normally. So putting a study session on 7 a.m. wasn't like a really wise decision. And after a couple of times when I realized I just physically couldn't wake up that early and had breakfast and everything before 7 a.m. to start studying, then I pushed it like, I think an hour later at least. I don't remember at this point. But yeah, so anyway, I've actually filmed like vlogging parts while I was doing this stuff, so I will show it in the end of the video. But what else I want to mention for now? Yeah, okay, January. So in January I will change things a little bit. First of all, I've opened like old saved like langblr challenge for writing just a bunch of topics for 31 days. Missed one day actually while I was copying it to Google Calendar, don't know how, but yeah, I'm gonna just try to practice writing finally. And another stuff was that I wanna try to like this feature in Google Calendar, like setting goals. So it's like, as I understood, it should generate study session reminders for me based on how I answer like questions, how much time. So within a week, for example, I want to practice and stuff. So I want to try that. And another stuff is that I actually finally want to go to take a language course. So probably I will not have a super preset schedule for January, because I want to focus on taking tests on different like language schools, and try to find what fits me better. And when I will go to courses and have their schedule, then I can schedule like my study sessions around that, if I will have any mental energy to study. I know that I should study not only in the class but by myself, even if I go to courses, but let's be honest, it would be hard. So yeah, I think I've mentioned everything I wanted at this point, so let's move to the vlogging parts, at least for like half of the month or something. At the end I was just like making notes that actually I didn't study for days. I think it's everything you can share your study progress or organization techniques, I don't know. Let's help each other with this stuff. Yeah, leave a comment about your language learning process or whatever. And thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.